when last we left off with Black Mirror 3, so Darren was arrested for a few weeks, and we now have to clear our name. You know, just ignoring the actual murders we may have committed the entire time. But they don't need to know about that. But we are on the hook for arson and the death of the people within the Black Mirror Castle, which was not our fault. Unfortunately, the one person that we did kill is kind of the person who did set fire to everything, so, you know, there goes that alibi. And now we must get a copy of our police file. Alright. Oh, and I tried to solve this last time. I got tired of it and just said screw it, and I hit the auto-solve button. I still don't know what the actual solution was supposed to be.
Can I ask you something briefly?
Please, for the love of all that's holy, I need a copy of my file, please.
The copier's working again. Now, can you copy my file?
Sure. Then I'll send the copy to your lawyer. The copy of your file?
Then I can send it myself.
The inspector insists that no files can leave the building without authorization.
I see. Damn. Constable? When does the mail go? My lawyer needs the file as soon as possible.
I'll post it later on. It ought to be collected this afternoon.
Thanks. Goodbye, Constable.
So are we gonna have to, like, commit mail fraud? Hey, Deadly, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. It looks like something. I don't know what it is. It's just on my screen. It's like 4 pixels tall in some spots. Okay, we'll just go outside.
Okay, this is my last chance to get my hands on the file. I somehow need to stop the letter from vanishing irretrievably into the mailbag.
Wait, was that it?
The board is just the right size. It'll go straight on top of the mailbag, so that when the constable posts the letter, I can easily pull it out again.
Oh! Holy shit! Mail fraud! Although technically it is our file, so we should have the right to look at it.
It worked.
Alright, what did it got on us?
Let's see what's in here. Friday afternoon, 12:30. Oh, they must have discovered the body then. The time of death for Miss Valley was the previous evening, Thursday, between 10 and midnight. Cause of death, burned alive after a blow to the back of the head. Grim. Witness interviews. Let's see. Not important. Saw nothing. It continues. Friday, 1837. Emergency services called out. At that time, I was in the ruins of the old academy with Angelina, Lewis, and my mother. Then, Saturday, 12:06 a.m. Fire under control. At that time, I was running from the ruins in the direction of the castle. 3 bodies were retrieved. Lady Eleanor Gordon, Edward Bartholomew Bates, the butler, and Sally Wood, the cook. 1 survivor, Lady Victoria Gordon. suffering from severe smoke inhalation. Also on Saturday morning, 12:12 a.m., Darren Michaels arrested on suspicion of arson and murder of Miss Valley. Witness interviews on the subject unproductive, and Lady Victoria Gordon could not as yet be questioned. She remains in shock. After a 2-week period of hospitalization, was discharged of her own wishes to continue medical supervision at home. Hey, it says here that Murray can't remember having seen me in the hotel on Thursday evening. That can't be right. That was exactly when he threw me out of the hotel. Oh, the rat was lying. Just wait. Evidence still insufficient to charge, but strongly suspected of crime. Current state of the investigation. Darren Michaels' conduct, as well as his contradictory testimony, is currently being examined for plausibility by the psychiatric expert, Dr. Joyce Winterbottom. Here's a note to Constable Zach. If he's diagnosed as nuts, will he have to be remanded in a loony bin? Oh my. Possible murder weapon, a torch, still smoldering, which was in Darren Michaels' possession when apprehended. He is undergoing forensic examination. Deportation to USA not possible. Release of the suspect on bail on direction of the court. Dr. Winterbottom authorized as prime supervisory agent and point of referral. Good, then I've got 2 new goals already. Visit Victoria and see how she's doing, and let Murray know what I think. I'll write in the file so I don't forget. There are enough empty pages. I can stash the remains of my diary away with it as well.
Awesome. Let's see, and I'm sorry you feel tired. I'm guessing it's been a long day. I would have responded sooner, but you know, cutscene. Well, like cutscene, but like dialogue. Your diary entries, watch symbol top, yada 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 yada. Same thing. So, Murray was a lying fucking rat the whole time, so we're gonna have to go see him. So I guess who do we go to see first? Murray is awful. He really fucking is. Let's see, diary. Murray maintained he hasn't seen me in the hotel. Are we gonna punch someone? I mean, we might commit murder again. That's always on the table. Actually, even asked him what time it was. I need to understand the motive for making his false statement. She's completely on her own in the castle. No Eleanor, no Bates. There's no one anymore. Maybe I can talk to her somehow. I could live up there and be around for her. That's the least I could do. Can we...
Who should I call? All the people whose numbers I knew by heart are now dead.
Okay, I will check the message. Ha! You're not wrong, Chicky. You're not wrong. Oh. No. I guess we'll just have to, like, manually walk there. Because I don't believe there's anything left for us in town.
Then let's see what Murray's got to say in his defense.
Yeah, let's, Oh, so they kind of updated this place a little bit. It looks a little different. Wait. Did they fix...
Definitely not drinking water. Wasting water like that.
Oh.
Definitely not drinking water. Wasting water like that wouldn't really be Murray's style. I guess it's rainwater that's pumped up again and again.
Let's see, you're all ready to hear the most pleasant voice in the universe? This is sarcasm, oh dear. Also, yeah, this place used to look bigger. Like, the camera was, like, panned down a little further, so everything looked taller, even Darren. And now it looks like he's, like, just as tall as this fucking, as the sign.
Gordon's Palace. I wonder if Murray even has the right to use that name.
He doesn't. Oh, we can go to the path. Interesting. We'll look at that in a bit.
Murray stating his patriotism. The old phony.
Ah, Mr. Michaels! Welcome back to Gordon's Palace. We missed you here.
How's that? The last time we saw each other was Thursday, 3 weeks ago, when you threw me out of the hotel.
Thrown out of the hotel? How did that happen then?
The thing with the sewers, the secret entrance in Angelina's room. That ring any bells?
Really? Oh yes, there was something. Ah, well, please excuse me. I did overreact a little. I hope you're not going to bear a grudge, though, Mr. Michaels. I'm very happy to make things up with you. You'll also understand that I couldn't hold your reservation for such a long period. Unfortunately, your room is occupied at the moment. But you can have another, a bigger, nicer one, for a small price, really. And for such a room, a ridiculously tiny price.
So you've remembered then. Very good. Then please go right back to the police and tell them that you know exactly where I was on the evening that Miss Valley was murdered.
Was that the same day? Are you sure? Now, it may well have been. I don't pay much attention to that kind of thing. Why should I? It's really nothing to do with me.
Oh, bullshit!
Two-faced snake! I insist you march down to the inspector and tell him you want to change your statement.
Mr. Michaels, you're free. I don't understand your problem.
I'm only out on bail.
Oh, my congratulations. Oh, I'm sure that wasn't cheap. However, in spite of that, I still don't see why I should get involved with things that don't concern me.
You can't be serious. Thanks to you, I've just spent the past 3 weeks sitting in a cell as an innocent man.
Mr. Michaels, I really am extremely sorry, but I can't fulfill your request. My own credibility would be on the line if I were to simply change my mind.
Unless what?
Oh my
Come on, spit it out and
God.
quit playing around, you pathetic little blackmailer. Otherwise, I promise you that the murder series will continue. Here and now.
No. Admittedly, I'd be the last one who's standing in your way. A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do, isn't that so? All the same, I would like a photo of you. Nothing sensational. Maybe somewhere in the woods with a knife in your hand.
So they can send me straight into the madhouse. No way.
Okay, think about it. A watertight alibi for a tiny little amusing photo. It's not a bad exchange.
It's a
You are
horrible
one
exchange.
nasty dirtbag, Murray. You know that?
I'll even give you a camera to take it with. My best one.
Yeah. Does it still work using a lever?
It's a collector's piece. One of the first instant film cameras on the European market. An SX-70. And still in great condition, too. 15 years ago, a very well-groomed gentleman handed it over to me as a deposit in my pawn shop. He never picked it up again. So, you can say that I obtained it quite legitimately. And now, I entrust you with it. Pay attention, I'll tell you how it works.
That's okay. I'll work it out. If I choose to use it.
But that's not all. I've got another present for you. Here, a brand new rucksack.
Oh my... Really?
And free food and lodgings for as long as you wish, Mr. Michaels. Accept it as a peace offering and reparations for the trouble with the statement.
You really are a few cards short of a full deck.
Mr. Michaels, wait!
Now what?
What do you want now?
Forget the woods. In front of the castle would definitely have much more impact. The photo, I mean.
And people think I'm crazy.
I hate this man so much. That's it. We're stealing all your shit now.
The Willow Creek Telegraph. The guests need to be kept up to date with what the murderer is up to. A big trolley for the masses of baggage the tourists that flock through here have with them. Murray always did have a bit of a tendency towards delusions of grandeur.
I'm ready to punch this guy, can we? I fucking wish, Deadly. I so fucking wish we could.
Huh. Blackmere Castle in poster format. I wonder who would hang this kind of thing above their bed.
Hello, Rusty Bean. Little kitty boy. Meow, 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 meow. Mom let Rusty in my room. Can you believe he gets worse? I don't even think it's a spoiler because it's fucking Murray. Oh my god. He gets worse. I'm scared to know how he gets worse. Because, remember, this is a man where bribery was his line in the sand. That was his line in the sand. I'm assuming because that bribery would be proof of his own wrongdoings. But still.
This is information about all the attractions Willow Creek has to offer. The Murder Museum. The crime scene route including a flying visit to the pub and a group photo in front of the castle. I don't really want to know anymore.
Also, the police file earlier answered a question I had last week, and I'm sad that Lady Eleanor died in the fire.
Huh, what have we got here? Bloody greetings from the murder village. See Blackmere Castle and die. Hello and goodbye with the Gordons. Quite a one-sided selection of cards.
Telephone.
A telephone.
I'm guessing it's one we can use, much like the payphone.
Murray, my favorite hotelier. Obliging, helpful, polite, and always on the lookout to maximize his profits on the back of crime.
Which is rather fitting because he's a fucking criminal himself.
A bowl of apples. Probably poisoned. A guest book. I'm definitely not writing my name in there.
And we're probably not going to be going there anytime soon. Let's check out our room, I guess. Oh. They changed it up again.
The room looks almost exactly the same as the other one I had 3 weeks ago. I bet Murray got a discount on the interior decoration.
Probably.
The only thing I brought with me from Boston is a jacket, and I keep that on day and night. This thing is completely useless to me. A couple of standard pictures from a catalog hanging on the otherwise bare wall. A couple of standard
That'll be interesting later.
views of Willow Creek. At least it's better than portraits of my bloodthirsty relatives.
Oh, come on. Samuel wasn't bloodthirsty. He was possessed. Just like you are now.
An antiquated thing for antiquated backsides. They've covered up the ugly gray carpet with an even uglier beige carpet. Great idea. There's only atmospheric noise. You probably have to pay extra to get TV channels.
Probably. We'll probably need the TV for something later. Dad sneezed.
A couple of standard pictures from a catalog.
Okay, yeah. So let's leave our room.
Lifted clean off its hinges. They were probably broken. Back there's just a little sitting area. 2 armchairs, a table, a shelf with books. Boring.
Oh. And we actually get to see people moving around. That's interesting. Oh, hey, we get the floor plan of the place, too.
The floor plan of the hotel. All of the rooms are drawn on it. Huh. Murray's office is right next to my room.
Ah, we're gonna have to pull a whole, police-style escape. Only we're breaking into the office. Oh, hey! It's her! One of the tourists from last time. I guess they're...
The floor plan of the hotel. All of the rooms are drawn on.
I guess they're just hanging around. I guess that's just information to note for later. Okay. But that's kind of neat. They've got, like, people wandering around to make the place feel a little more alive. Double check there's anything we need. Doesn't look like it. We're getting the fuck out of here. So, where does this go?
There are a few steps leading down behind the hotel. To the river, I reckon. There are a few steps leading down.
Okay.
There are a few steps.
We don't need that way yet. Huh. Oh, so that's where we are down there. To woods. Gravel path, road. Trees.
The cold pierces through your buttonholes and right down to your bones. Winter's just around the corner. In a few weeks, the last of the trees will be bare.
Hello, Wusty. My Wusty Bean. Hello. My cutie. Cutie patootie.
Sorry, Rusty has joined me on my desk.
I've no idea where that path leads. Before I get myself lost in the woods, I'd rather stay on the road.
Okay. Let's go on to this gravel path then. See where it leads.
There's barbed wire attached to the wooden gate. Someone's got something against unwanted visitors. That's actually a no parking sign, but I guess in this context it means stay out. A locked gate made of rotten planks. The barbed wire and the sign are nailed to the gate. That means you can open or close it from the other side without touching the barbed wire.
Gravel path.
All the warnings, the barbed wire, that has to make this path incredibly interesting. I'd really like to know what's behind all that.
But I don't think he'll actually go that way.
Aimlessly wander through the woods? No thanks. The last time I did that, I got arrested for arson and murder.
You know what, Darren? It's a fair point. Let's just continue on down the gravel path. Oh, so here's where we are.
An English sky that no travel brochure could ever do justice to. North Sea. This is where England stops. Fine English cliffs, gray and steep. Perfect for bringing your life to an end.
Verb.
I found Miss Valley's corpse here. Yes, right here. But there's no evidence of the crime to be seen. Next spring, lovers will be back here, looking out at the sea, arm in arm.
I don't know if lovers ever came here arm in arm to begin with, Darren.
An old, abandoned lighthouse. It must have collapsed many years ago. The spiral staircase is completely decayed. The lighthouse hasn't been used for ages.
Someone's been here recently, though.
Whoever drives here with a car is either quite brave or quite stupid.
See how little Ralph's hanging out. Oh, this place is fully collapsed
A
in.
huge pile of rubble is all that's left of the entrance to the academy. I can consider myself lucky that I got out of there in one piece.
Ah, so that's why they didn't know what was down in here. The place collapsed.
A huge pile of rubble is all that's left of the entrance to the academy. I can consider myself lucky.
So that'll be important in a bit.
Half of a huge archway. The academy must have been an impressive building. A silent witness to the destruction. It won't be long until it's gone, too. The stairs originally led to the first floor. Now there's nothing there.
Hey Ralph, you still here, buddy?
The shed has also been destroyed. Now it's even uninhabitable for Ralph.
No! Where'd he go? Oh, I'm sorry, Rusty. I bumped your little nose. You go? I'm sorry. Meow. Meow. Meow.
He's being a lot more vocal lately, I love it. But it also concerns me. Can I? No.
A rucksack with a contorted image of my father's face on it. I'm not sure Murray's actually allowed to sell crap like this. Whatever. I'll sue him for that later. First of all, let's see what's inside.
Oh, shit. Seriously? He gave us a murder kit. He gave us a fucking murder kit. Are you kidding me? Well, at least it's plastic.
One of Murray's merchandise articles. A blood-splattered plastic knife. Great for Halloween, especially in combination with the Samuel Gordon mask. Plastic soul key, check. Batteries, none. Murray tight ass, check. A lighter with Samuel's face on it. I could probably laugh about it if it wasn't my own father.
Murder, yes. Although, now this is raising some interesting questions. Because, like, we're in the same situation with Darren right now as we were with Samuel. I'm assuming that nobody actually, like, they just went off of, Grandpapa William's diary for what the soul keys looked like. But that any way to, essentially access Mordred's area, like, that area below the castle, maybe that also closed up. And this one has inexplicably closed up as well, so what's up with that? So that's interesting, to say the least.
Hello, my Westy Bean.
So actually, Ralph might be down this path.
All the warnings.
So let's go down this road and see what we find. Silent Hill ass vibes. So there's the castle. Guidebook.
A busted signpost. You can hardly make out what he used to say.
Anything else worth seeing?
Dead branches on a dead tree. Looking at that makes you feel much more alive. First it was on the tree, and now it's on the ground. That's what you call the fall.
So right, it was like the middle of summer, I guess. Or at least towards the tail end of summer. When we came here. Unmade road.
That's the road to Wormhill, Willow Creek's neighboring village. Well, village is a little bit of an exaggeration. But at least there's a church there. I don't want to walk there, though, while I have no reason to.
Interesting. Okay. So instead of it just being the vicarage, it's also the little village over there as well.
Spectacular backdrop, huh? But as I'm already here, I ought to look in on Lady Victoria and ask how she's doing.
So, given what we know now, I'm actually rather curious. Is she gonna remember us? And actually agree with everything we remember? Or is this gonna turn into a case of unreliable narrator? Where Darren really is just not there anymore.
A huge lump of stone. I'm no geologist, but it doesn't look like it grew here. It's apparently a survivor of the Bronze Age, like the things at Stonehenge.
So that'll be important.
The castle looks really threatening from here. The gate is locked shut.
As it was before.
The castle looks really threatening. One of 3 nymphs that guard the castle and are supposed to provide light. Old Bates used to use the nymphs as a mnemonic device. In Greek mythology, nymphs often accompany superior divinities. They were seen as the benevolent spirits of trees, grottos, or important places. Well, that's my knowledge of nymphs pretty much exhausted.
Letterbox. And there's something on the ground here as well.
An empty letterbox.
Yeah, hello. Cutie boy.
Looks like a few kids have had a party here. Bates would go bananas if he could see all this. Oh, we've got a new doorbell with an intercom system.
Who's there?
My name's Adrian Gordon. I'd like to see Lady Victoria, please. Hello?
Come in, Mr. Gordon. Lady Victoria has just woken up.
Yes, of course.
Please excuse the chaos. The builders are working on the renovations.
You're looking after Lady Victoria?
Yes, I'm a trained nurse of your...
great-grandmother.
I take care of all of your great-grandmother's needs.
Thank you, Miss...
Antolini. Sister Antolini.
Thank you, Sister Antolini.
So she's a nun too?
Can I just ask you something?
It's my boy, and it's whispered to, hey Raven, welcome in, how you doing, you two? And to answer your question, sorry, because the dialogue was going, every day, like, 3 shorts get posted, so all you gotta do is, like, go to the channel and see what's there. I may be putting out enough that YouTube's like, we're only gonna sometimes recommend these, and that's okay. And how you doing, Raven? Hope you're doing well. I hope you're feeling a little less tired. A little less existential dreads. And yeah, really. I don't know the channel though. Hold on. Allow me to go off the game for a second. And I will link ye. I'm alive, thank you. Been reading a spooky book. Oh, oh shit, did Junji Ito put out a new fucking book? Holy fuck. Oh, whoop. I love it. I love it when the copy function doesn't copy and I paste in the wrong fucking thing I didn't want to put in. I'm tired is a feature now. Oh god. Don't remind me. It really is at this point, isn't it? He's still writing. The Liminal Zone 2 is the newest one. Ooh. Swanky badanky. I'll have to check that out in a bit. But first, we have more Black Mirror to discuss.
Do you think that being in the middle of a construction site is the right place for such an old lady?
Lady Victoria was most insistent that she be moved back into the castle. She said that she'd been born here and that she wanted to die here. And the walls here are rather thick. She doesn't hear that much. At least she hasn't complained as of yet.
I can respect that. And how are things over there? Things are going good. I forgot that I have 2 other CGs to do, or that I wanted to do for my game. So I'm gonna have to do that. Yes, I do have like a YouTube channel called Quizzical Gen, but it kind of felt weird to me to just redo everything on it and leave the... So I left all the old stuff there and just made a new YouTube channel for the Seagull. And it's specifically cursed SeagullGames. But, oh, that's why only giving me the old shorts. Yeah, that's why. But, my game is almost done, and I'm quite happy with that. Seagull needs to grace the YouTubes. Yes, with 3 shorts a day. Sometimes 4 if I have, like, way too many. Cause, like, I have shorts that are ready and set up to go well until, like... to... almost into July. 3 shorts a day. Yeah, and which it isn't very hard to do. I just pick out the spots that I think are the most interesting or funny. Whether they be in context still or out of it. And just flood it. And it's really easy considering it's just, like, reaction to game content. Trying to grow, huh? Yeah, a little bit. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. If anything, I'll inflict Seagull-based psychic damage on people, which will be fun.
How is Lady Victoria?
As well as can be expected. She's not speaking to me, unfortunately. Perhaps you'll have better luck.
God, looks like a death chamber in here. Oh, I can feel a chill right to my heart. I can only hope Victoria gets better soon.
2.2 gave it... Yeah, putting out that many shorts kind of inflates that. Sick bed. I'm also gonna move this over here so the names aren't seen next time I do a save. Oh, the whole lot? Yeah!
A huge oak bed. Presumably it used to be William's and Victoria's bed. William died more than 12 years ago.
That's a fucking huge-ass bed, though. Alright, time to be nosy.
Huh. There's some pretty big fish being gutted in this picture. It's signed W. Gordon, 1921. I wonder if William painted it.
Oh, he probably did. We know he was a rather talented painter.
Yay, found Seagull.
And now I will infect your algorithms. You're welcome.
Hairbrushes, makeup utensils, creams, Victoria's cosmetic stuff.
And just because you get old doesn't mean you stop wanting to be fabulous. Board is on the thumbnails, but Burb is the banner and profile picture. Yeah, it's because I still swap back and forth. I too am immortalized in the comments, yes.
A small casket. Victoria probably keeps her jewelry in it. Reminds me of Lady Eleanor's castle in Wales, but during better days. When Tom was holding me prisoner there 3 weeks ago, it was already half sunk in the marsh. A shelf with books, souvenirs, and caskets on it. Huh. Probably full of memories.
I should probably change my banner though, because it's based off of like the old... Who's that? Help, who's dying? Oh, it's Lady Victoria. She is our great grandmama. And she may talk to us in a moment, but I'm just being nosy around her bedroom.
If you look out there, you might think it's deepest winter. Or has that more to do with the chill here in the room? A picture of a woman in white. Looks like a kind of wedding dress. That's William's name at the bottom in the corner. My great-grandfather must have painted it. Is that supposed to be Victoria in her younger years? Weird. She looks like Angelina. Or is that the other way around? Same genes after all. Is that supposed to be Victoria? Is that supposed to be...
So that's gonna be important later. Let's see. Let's look at this paravent.
A room screen. It's supposed to be a barrier to prying eyes. A plush stool. Like lots of things in this room, it's red. There are lots of cupboards. Huh, this is probably Victoria's dressing room.
Probably where she and her husband, Grandpapa William, got dressed.
A bit of a deja vu moment. About 4 weeks ago, I was standing at my foster mom's sickbed. These machines were there too. There's even a button to call the nurse here as well.
Alright, Grandmama Victoria, tell us your secrets.
Victoria, my great-grandmother, and the only member of my family I've got left.
Now the question is she gonna recognize us? And yes, I am saving again. Because I am paranoid. Because something in me says she isn't actually going to recognize us.
Hello, Victoria? It's me, Adrian. Did you put up the bail for me? Victoria, are you okay? Are you being well looked after? Victoria, I need your help. Really. The police don't believe me. How can I make them understand that I'm Adrian Gordon when the name Darren Michaels is printed in my passport? Victoria, you're the only one who can help me. Please.
I guess I really shouldn't be doing any theory crafting at the moment, considering it's still very early in this game. On top of the fact that... I don't know, it feels like it's still too early to say it's unreliable narrator.
I'm sorry about what happened to Bates, Eleanor, and Sally. It must be awful for you.
Adrian, tell me the truth. Was it you? Did you start the fire?
No, Victoria, it wasn't me. It was Lewis. He did what Angelina told him to do. She was behind all the murders. It was her who also lured me here because she needed me for, you know, the curse which only affects the male Gordons. She wanted to achieve what Samuel was trying to prevent. She was possessed by it. She lied to me, to all of us.
What's all that, Adrian? You sound like a coward. It wasn't me. It was Angelina. Why should I believe you? Why have you come here at all? Things were going well for you in America. If you'd only just stayed there, Bates would still be alive. Eleanor, Catherine, Miss Valley. You're too weak. You can't stand up to Mordred. His ghost rides you like a child rides a rocking horse. Since you've turned up, there's been nothing but calamity. Just disappear again, Adrian. Do me a favor and go back to where you came from before the other half of the castle goes up in flames.
Wait, what the fuck? Oh, please tell me this is another one. This is another, like...
What have you done to her?
Nothing at all. I've been talking with her, that's all.
You'd better go now. Your great-grandmother needs peace and quiet.
Okay.
Yes, I'm sorry. I didn't want that. I'm sorry.
Just go, please.
Oh, I cannot take those intrusive thoughts. Oh my god.
That went well. Now it's not just everyone in the village that hates me, but the only remaining member of my family, too. Real good job, Darren. If I wasn't already doing it, I'd be signing up for therapy right away.
So, Victoria now has some misplaced... I'm gonna assume it's misplaced anger at Darren. Because I will say, like, when we followed Samuel... when we followed Samuel, there wasn't this, like, undercurrent of, oh, someone else did it, it couldn't have been him. Like, it's what he wanted to believe, but everything we saw while we were in control of him still showed, like, not like everything to the contrary. What am I trying to say here? What I'm trying to say is that Samuel didn't hallucinate all of the things that he had seen. Everyone he interacted with was still an actual person that was there. He never saw any ghosts. He never, like, I'm gonna make some midnight noodles. Ooh, delicious. Go get you them nudes. And tell us the flavor. She must see Samuel when she looks at Darren. Yeah, that's my guess. That's my guess. So, like, the thing is, she knows all of this to be true. She knows what Darren is saying is the truth, but she's still upset about it. She would have to. Ooh, spicy. Hell yeah. Have a nice cozy hearth in your mouth from spice. Oh, but back on the train of thought. She knows exactly how Angelina was. So it still seems very weird for her to say that Darren is too weak and is just blaming Angelina for everything. When she is the main, if not the only reason that we were here in England. Like, Darren was led here and strung along the entire time to do what she wanted. Ultimately, anyway. If they hadn't beat around the bush so fucking long, hemming and hawing about whether or not they should talk to him first, it would have solved a shit ton of problems immediately. Like, all they would have had to have done is ask, like, hey, was so-and-so your mother? Or, like, your mother over in America? And he'd just be like, yo, hey, how the hell do you know all that? And they'd just be like, oh, well, you're actually, like, our long-lost relative. Like, there's infinitely better ways that this entire situation could have been handled prior to Angelina's fuckery, or even after her fuckery, considering.
Is it just me, or has nature taken its course at an amazing rate here over the last few weeks?
Sometimes I wonder if Victoria's supposed to have dementia. My grandma yelled at my mom because she thought my mom was Grandpa's affair partner from, like, the 40s. It was tragic. Oh, no. That sucks. And I don't know if she would have that, necessarily. But also, she was born in that castle? So Victoria was a Gordon from birth. So what does that make of William? Did he just take on the name? And if he took on the name, then why would the curse have affected him? Alternatively, there is still the inbreeding point that Darren pointed out last game, which is very likely.
That's the road to Wormhill. Well, I don't want to walk there, though.
I hate to say it, but, keeping it in the family? Yeah, I guess they fucking were. Ah. So we've got to get evidence. Oh, and here's where we are. Darn, I was hoping we could, like, take a picture of our police record. So more than likely, what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to do what Murray wants. Yeah, in the wiki, it doesn't say she has a maiden name, maybe a cousin. Wasn't that common for nobility at the time? Yeah. It was common.
The last time I was here, I was able to bust open the wrought iron gate. The lock looks way sturdier than it used to be. I'm not going to be able to get it open without a lot of hassle, for sure. The lock looks way sturdy.
So we've got to get proof somehow.
Empty. I don't think I still need the rucksack. I'll stash it in my hotel room while I'm at it.
Okay. Look at him go! Nyoo! But yeah, Murray
While I'm here, I may as well put away the stuff I don't want to carry around with me.
Okay. Things I guess we didn't need, or we'll have to come back and get at another time.
My lawyer's business card. Would never have thought I'd need one of those.
But yeah, Murray just sees this as the next meal ticket, which is not great. And we're probably gonna have to capitulate to what he fucking wants if we want to get the proof we need for Victoria to go, hey, yeah, no, it wasn't us.
There are a few steps leading down behind the hook. I don't want to disturb her.
Okay, so we can't even go in there again.
There's a poster hanging here.
Okay.
Tom would like to see me dead. At least that's the last thing he said to me. I'll only go in there again once I've got a black belt in karate. Or when the pub has a new owner.
But we're gonna have to go in there at some point. Otherwise, Darren wouldn't interact with it at all.
I've no idea where that path leads. All the warnings.
Maybe we get something from the ruins?
A huge pile of rubble is all that I can consider myself lucky that I got. A huge pile I can consider myself.
So, would we have to, like, break into Angelina's room? Like, do we have anything from our old diary pages? I'm not sure what the game is asking of me. It says I need to get proof to show Victoria that, hey, we're telling the truth, but it's not giving me a lot to work with. I'm assuming part of it is it wants us to, like, get something from Angelina, but, like, I don't know what it would want us to get. I genuinely don't. Yeah, I kind of figured that, but the problem is, how do we do that? Because, like, he said he wants it in front of the Black Mirror Castle. Oh, wait, here we go, I guess.
Oh well, here goes nothing.
You know, Darren, you should probably take a couple extra pictures in front of it to show that it's a fake knife.
I think one photo.
Instead of, like... Note to people who someone get this set. Let's see. Note to people who somehow get in this situation. Doing this would be a bad idea. Yeah, an extremely bad idea. It looks like he's going there to fucking kill Victoria. And I bet you $5 that's what fucking Murray wants it for. Fucking damn it. Here's your stupid picture, Murray.
So there, you've got your stupid photo. Happy?
Oh, I can hardly recognize a thing.
Me in front of the castle as agreed? Okay, off to the cops, Murray.
I'm sure you know how important my exonerating statement in the Valley murder case is.
Murray...
Okay, I'll take it.
First, go to the police station.
All right, then, I'll go today. I'm an honorable businessman.
And I'm a
Bullshit.
possessed madman.
I suggest taking a rest in your room first, and then when you wake up, everything will have been sorted with the police.
It really could use some sleep.
I like how spicy ramen noodles are relatively inoffensive until you add that tiny packet of mysterious red goop upon which it turns into the fires of hell.
Hi, Murray.
Oh, the esteemed Mr. Michaels. What's on your mind?
Murdering you, that's what, Murray.
So, anything exciting happen?
You mean, apart from Miss Valley's murder and the castle burning down and 3 people losing their lives? Well, the fair's finished. In its place, we now have a new exhibition in the Willow Creek Museum of Modern Murder. It's opening in a few days. Oh, you should definitely see that. It's worth it.
Oh yeah. For you? Most definitely.
How much you want to bet it's gonna be an exhibit on us despite the fact that we're innocent? How much you want to bet?
The woods around Willow Creek are pretty gloomy.
The woods are quite exceptional, I'll have you know. Full of ghosts and demons, if you like to believe the local folklore. The perfect backdrop for all of the grisly murders that have happened here and are, regrettably, yet to come.
You can hardly wait, right?
I've lived here long enough to know that patience is a virtue.
Why don't you go out and kill a few people yourself if you're so hot on it all?
I'm a businessman, not a murderer. A small but absolutely fine distinction, Mr. Michaels.
Yet you seem perfectly fine with murdering people's reputations, you sack of fucking shit. I hate you, and I want to bury you in a lie ditch in the backwoods.
But you know I had nothing to do with the fire, don't you?
Yes, well, according to the papers...
Yeah, the British tabloid press is world-renowned for its believability.
Well, of course, they don't always have the whole truth in there, but the headlines do help me to keep the hotel going.
In this case, at my expense.
How much you want to bet Murray's also the one writing the fucking paper?
Do you know the inspector, Mr. Spooner?
Oh, yes, I certainly do. He was here twice. Took half the hotel apart. A terribly inconsiderate fellow. But good for business, too. How often, as a tourist, do you have the chance to see this kind of an investigation firsthand? Unfortunately, he confiscated all of your and Miss Angelina's personal effects. Means I can only display replicas in the museum.
What bad luck. See you, Murray.
Back to work.
So basically we have to go get Angelina's shit from... We have to get it from the police station. Oh, great. Now what? Oh, I'm sorry, baby. Have I disturbed you?
Someone shoved something under the door. I can help you prove your innocence because I believe in your innocence. But I have to be able to trust you too. We can't meet yet, which is why I'm just gonna send you clues. If you want to take up my offer, then you'll find the first lead at your father's grave.
Oh.
Huh. That's a bit confusing. Who's this message from? Murray? He doesn't have an interest in proving my innocence. And anyway, he would just tell me himself. But who else knows I'm living here in the hotel? I need to follow this up carefully. And I ought to find out where the graveyard is around here.
Well, I mean... We got a map. Dude, like, you know the vicarage is in Warm Hill. So, like, it would be over here, probably. Dude reading back there is still there, looking totally inconspicuous. Alright, Murray, where the fuck is the graveyard?
Hi, Murray.
Oh, the esteemed Mr.
I had to skip past him. I had to.
Is this note here from you?
Pardon? No, I speak to my guests personally when I've got something for them.
Was there anyone here asking for me earlier?
No, you're simply not well known enough. But that'll soon change, believe me.
Oh, Mr. Michaels?
Murray, do you know where the local graveyard is?
A graveyard? Didn't you want to take a rest?
I'm not up for resting anymore.
I'm sure you can't mean the graveyard behind the hotel. It's being redone right now.
It's being what?
I've had it removed for the time being, so I can relocate it in a sensational new setting. It means I can charge more for some of the rooms, with views over the Gordon graveyard.
Are you...
You've had the Gordon family graves leveled?
To be quite honest, there was only Lothar Gordon's grave there, the founder of the original sanatorium. The family crypt is in the churchyard at Warm Hill.
Ah, right. In Warm Hill, then. See you, Murray.
Back to work.
I mean, I know it happens all the time, but Jesus, tap dancing Christ, Murray, those are people's bodies. Did you even ask the families if you could move them? I don't care if you own the land. Those are those are some people's family, dude. What the hell is wrong with you? What is wrong with this man? What the fu- We gotta kill this guy. I don't know how. I don't know when. But he's gonna be dead.
There are a few steps leading down behind them.
And that'll probably take us... Just think, in some different timeline, Murray is dead in Black Mirror 2 and 3, and Harry still has his bar and his wonderful stew. We can dream. We'll go here. It'll be faster.
It's really overgrown back there. And foggy, too. It wouldn't surprise me if some undead ghouls suddenly started staggering about.
I got the directions if you get lost. Thank you, Chicky.
According to the map, this stream's called Old Wansford.
If that's even how it's actually pronounced. I know how the English do things. If some word doesn't sound right, it's just ignored. Beaten Jack. What the fuck is a beaten Jack? Do they mean, oh, track? The fuck is that tracking? Oh wait, where'd that be leading? Fuck, I'm already forgetting shit from school.
Why should I go into the middle of the woods?
Instead of a tom-tom, you got cheap cheap.
Warm Hill Church. 800 years old and no spire. Very unusual.
Oh. Got a lot to look at here.
That's a lightning rod. The tower looks a bit singed. Maybe it was hit by lightning.
Probably.
A fortified tower with battlements. That might have been more essential than a bell tower.
Fresh grave.
Oh, my sweet baby boy. My Westy Bean.
That's quite a recent grave. There are even a few flowers still lying on it.
That might be Miss Valley's grave.
That's quite a recent grave. Ancient headstones. It looks like the design hasn't changed in hundreds of years. This part looks like it's been pushed in. Wonder if it was a hearse driver with parking problems.
Could be.
This is where Miss Valley is buried. Murdered by my cursed sister. Perhaps I should bring a few flowers the next time I visit.
Oh, so this is Miss Valley. So someone died even more recently than her.
This is where Miss Valley.
And we know this way will lead to the Gordon graves. Yeesh. This area looks worse than even the last time we were here.
Gravestones without names. Wow, the fence has really been battered. If we were in India, I would say it was a herd of elephants. Gravestones without names. Gravestones. This certainly isn't a well-groomed graveyard. Most of the graves are overgrown with twining weeds and roots. That's the Gordon family crypt. The musty skeletons of my ancestors are just behind this door. I'm not interested in paying them a family visit.
How about seeing Grandpapa William? Or I guess great-grandpapa William.
That's William Gordon's grave, my great-grandfather. He died in August 1981. No idea why he wasn't buried in the family crypt. That's William Gordon's grave. The wall has collapsed right in the middle without having a demolition ball taken to it. Takes a few hundred years for that kind of thing to happen.
I guess let's go through the gate then.
Locked. That's probably the priest's house back there. Locked.
So, where's Samuel's grave? Maybe around this side?
Locked. That's probably...
Oh, there are bell towers.
There might be bells behind the slats. In that case, they are small auxiliary bell towers.
Remember when Samuel dug up William's grave and locked the gravedigger in the Gordon crypt? Just girly things. Oh, fuck, right? Samuel was unhinged in some respects.
Bare wooden pews. Very inviting. They really make you want to kneel down and pray. There are some phrases from the Bible engraved in this. Behold the Lamb of God that taketh away the sin of the world, says John 1 verse 29. For to me to live is Christ and to die is gain, says Philip, also 1 verse 21. For many are called, but few are chosen, Matthew, blah blah blah. The Lord is with me, I will not be afraid, Psalms 118 verse 6.
So, like, thinking back on it, Samuel being the murderer was the least surprising thing ever. Yeah. Like, he never did anything when he was in control overtly meant to cause harm to people. Well, at least not entirely with the intent to kill, because I just remember the incident with the doctor and electrocuting them. Although, you know, it was at the asylum, so, you know, it was kind of warranted. They deserved it a little bit. They deserved it.
These European churches really are impressive buildings. America was probably still India in the minds of a few sailors when this one was built. A huge stained glass window for optimum illumination.
So the only thing left is the confessional. It's fine.
Who's that? That doesn't look like the priest.
Is he alive?
Hey, you there. Good morning.
What the? Oh, I'm sorry, lad. I must have nodded off.
In the confession box?
The bench has a cushion on it, at least.
You're not the priest, are you?
God forbid. I'm Mark, the gravedigger.
Hey! I recognize you from the cover of the game!
Do you know Wormhill well?
Of course, but it's just a few houses on the back of the woods. There's more life in here, I tell you. Are you looking for something in particular?
No, I'm just trying to get an idea of the place.
Looking around this graveyard will give you a better idea of the place. And should you want to reserve yourself a spot here, then let me know. I recommend the southern slope. That's the best location.
Thanks for the tip, but I'm in no hurry to die just yet.
But maybe death's in a hurry to come and get you.
Very funny.
What is it you actually do all day?
Answer stupid questions.
I mean, digging graves can't be all you do.
Yeah, you're right, lad. I don't just dig. I repair things too, keep the church in order, guard the graves. And if you think that the weeds grow on their own around here, then think again. It ain't weeds, and it don't grow on its own. But who's interested anyway?
What did you mean by that? You guard the graves?
Well, because of the clientele. So they don't get dug up by dogs and the like.
Which dogs?
Well, strays from around here. For them, a graveyard is like
An underground hot dog stand?
Yeah, exactly. With bloody tough sausages.
Oh, that's dark. Funny, but dark.
It's quite a woody area.
That's also supposed to be the reason it's such a bloody area.
The evil of the woods? People around here read too many horror stories.
Or have experienced it themselves. Have you been in the woods here at night?
No.
They say there's plenty to see. Murderous lords of the castle. The undead. Mordred's voracious hellhounds. There are many stories about it. Probably as many stories as there are people here.
The woods around Willow Creek strike me as being particularly creepy.
Yes, and the number of wild boars in there is uncanny. I've known them to trample down my fences to get at the clientele. But I've got some crafty traps set up. I'm looking forward to having a roast. The priest gave his permission.
I mean, hey, may as well. Free pig meat. Free bacon.
Can you tell me anything about the church?
What do you mean then, lad? Who built it? It certainly wasn't me, even if I might look that old. Must have been around the time Marcus Gordon was alive. Have you seen the dark part of the tower up there?
Yes.
He ran out of stone, and they say he took stones from his castle walls to finish it off. Demolished his own castle to finish the church.
A model Christian.
Perhaps his time was running out. Got himself buried in there in the end.
A crypt that's 100 feet tall with an altar and a bell tower, all for him alone. What a modest man.
All those toffs are. No, he treated himself to an extra crypt underneath the nave. But it caved in 12 years ago. Nobody can get in there anymore.
The puzzle we solved is Samuel. I doubt this is the same gravedigger from Black Mirror 1. Honestly, I think it is the same guy. I think he's just gotten a little nicer with time. Because, like, we know quite a few of the characters have different voice actors from the original games.
You must have a lot to do around here, being the gravedigger.
Oh, that's right. My job here is quite secure.
There's a fresh grave in front of the church.
That'll be Sally's, the young cook from the castle. The poor thing was burned to death, just like old Bates. The fire didn't really make any difference. But Bates isn't here. Lady Victoria insisted on burying him in the Golden Crypt, like a member of the family.
Just like Lady Eleanor, I assume.
Yes, there's still plenty of space in the crypt. Lots of the Gordons haven't been buried there.
Why not?
Well, there are just too many murderers and suicides. They're frowned upon in Catholic graveyards, particularly the ones who commit suicide.
Why? What happens to them?
Well, they're buried anonymously, without any religious ceremony, without the ringing of the bells, without any prayers, without a priest, nothing. They're all buried before sunrise, over by the north wall.
Isn't that what they used to do hundreds of years ago?
Perhaps where you come from. But we're in Wormhill, the manor of Black Mirror Castle. Things are all a bit different around here, my lad.
But that makes no sense. If that's how they really would have done it, then why do that for William? Because they were pushing so hard that his death was a suicide. Wouldn't they have also tried to push for him to have an anonymous grave as well as a result of that? And welcome back, Raven. It looks like you are quite full and happy with your spicy midnight nudes. That sounds horrible out of context. I should have thought about that before I said that out loud.
You don't happen to know, being the gravedigger and all, where Samuel Gordon's grave is? He must have been buried in 1981.
That's a tough one, lad. So many people died here 12 years ago, good and evil alike, in the strangest of circumstances. I really can't remember who ended up where. You'd be better off talking to Father Frederick, the priest. Perhaps he can remember.
Where's he at?
Where would I find the priest then?
Today? Well, you won't find him at all. He left around midday. Some conference or other. Supposed to be back by noon tomorrow, though.
I'd better be going.
Keep your eyes peeled, lad.
See, now I'm wondering if Victoria pushed for William to have a proper burial because deep down she knew. You know, that's a very valid point, Chickadee.
Oh, is it that late already?
Damn!
This is Sally's grave. She was murdered.
And I guess there's nothing else we can do. So... Oh. Someone's lit candles. Whomst the fuck?
That's William Gordon's grave, my great-grandfather. He died in August 1981. No idea why he wasn't buried in the family crypt.
This is fucking gorgeous, though.
Gravestones without names. Gravestones.
So...
Gravestones. Locked. That's probably...
So... Actually, I have an idea.
Gravestones.
Very spoopy. Yeah, I need a hint. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it's expecting me to do here. Like, do we just go back to the hotel and sleep and then come back? Okay. I will do as the cheeky demands I do.
Those must be wild boars. There's supposed to be plenty of them around here. Or demonic hellhounds, as they say in the local fables.
Oh, fuck.
I better get out of here fast if I don't want to get mauled.
Oh, fuck.
Jeez, that was close. I can't keep this up for too long. How come I'm not waking up? This must just be a nightmare. Have they gone? Calm before the storm? I think I better wait until those beasts have lost their appetite. A lighter with Samuel's face on.
Do we need to grab this rake and... Okay.
A rusty old garden.
Oh. I guess not.
A couple of luminous smiley stickers. Whoever lives here must be scared of the dark.
Are we gonna
Damn,
see Ralph?
Don't say somebody lives here.
Probably Ralph.
There's something lying under the bed, but I can't get at it.
Interesting.
Oh, that's better. I can see now.
Oh, hi. Whom's the fuck?
What the hell?
We'll worry about that later. But, the timer is about to go off well, the timer has actually already gone off, so we're gonna save here. We'll call this look around and then ghosts? Because that's kind of how it is. Also, thank you, Chicky, for telling me about that. Because honestly, I would have immediately used the, I would have immediately used the map to go back to the hotel. Rather than just walk there manually.